Okay, God created heaven and earth. He created everything in it. Along with everything that he created in heaven and earth, he created man, right?
Right.
Okay, he saw man was lonely, so he created woman to be his helpmate, right?
Right.
So that's where we get Adam and Eve. Now, before they got tempted by Satan, Adam and Eve, Adam received direct message from God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he followed those orders from God to the T. All right. Then, in him receiving those messages and following them to the T, he would tell Eve, thus say the Lord. So, without hearing from God, they didn't know anything. All they knew is good. To do whatever God said, to follow his order. That's all they knew. So a world without problems, we wouldn't learn anything.
No.
We wouldn't learn life lessons. So in other words, if someone broke in our house, we wouldn't know how to defend ourselves because we've never been taught that there are some bad people in the world. A world without problems, we wouldn't know how to teach young girls or young boys in this day and age how to keep from getting raped or molested by pedophiles, because they wouldn't know how to see one and know that they are potential pedophile-ish, right? So without a world of problems, we wouldn't know how to deal with prejudice. We wouldn't know how to deal with hatred. Everybody do know prejudice exists on every side of the world, right? Like Asians, there's some prejudiced Asians, there's some prejudiced black people, there's some prejudiced white people. You know, we always want to, when we associate prejudice, we want to associate prejudice only with white people. But there are some black prejudiced people, there are some Asian prejudiced people, there are some Hispanic prejudiced people. Prejudice exists among every race of people. That's the point I'm making. But how would you know to recognize that what they're doing is racist unless you know what being racist is? So problems teaches us those things. Like you were saying, it makes you aware.
Yeah, it helps us grow.
It helps you grow because I don't care how nice you is, everybody in this world is going to go through some form of racism. I don't care how nice you are. I used to work at UAMS in Little Rock. And I'm on the elevator in my uniform, getting ready to go do my job. Not even thinking about nothing. This white lady, she gets on the elevator and she looks right over at me, and immediately she takes her purse and she do like this. Now, what is that?
That's racist. Because she thinking because you black, you
Right,
gonna
gonna
steal
steal.
her purse.
Now, I'm on the job. I got a badge on, got my uniform on. I'm over here just, you know,
That's just how they, yeah.
I'm getting ready to take lab samples up to the lab to run tests, and this woman thinking I'm finna try to take her money or whatever she got in her purse because of my color. But I would not have been able to recognize that that was racism if I had not been around it before. Now, not only are you able to recognize it, but the solution part is how to deal with those problems. So, in this case, problems is good. Problem teaches us lessons. Problem teaches us how to deal with those issues.
But your daily life challenge.
Exactly. Now, John, everybody got John 16:33? It says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation. But be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. Now, in God we got what?
Peace.
Okay,
Peace.
we got peace. Okay, but in this verse, in God we got peace. In the world we got
Chaos.
chaos, tribulation. We just heard here recently about some things that's going on here in the city of Clarendon. I'm not going to discuss those things, but we just heard about these things going on, right? But where did we hear at first?
Home.
No.
What'd you
Did
say?
we not
Say it
just
again
get through doing a teaching? Did we just not get through doing a teaching, a series on the chaos that's going to break out in the city of Clarendon if we, the church, didn't start making changes? And now here it is. It's right there slapping us in the face. And now we're looking at each other. I can't believe it's happening. Yeah, you can. You can believe it's happening because it was already prophesied to you. You just chose not to listen. So when problems occur, we don't need to be saying, I can't believe this problem is occurring. Yes, you can. He says in him is peace, but in the world is, as Queen said, chaos. But it says here tribulation. Same thing.
Yeah.
In the world. So we're in the world, are we not? Do we not live in the world?
We in the world, but we not of the world.
We're not of the world, but we live in the world. So because we live in the world, that means we're going to have to deal with
It's a problem.
these problems.
Yeah.
So any problem that occur, the first thing that come out of our mouth don't need to be, I can't believe this is happening. Yes, you can. You can believe it has happening based on John 16:33,
Yes.
right? So what should be the first thing that come out of your mouth based on John 16:33, and based on what we just learned about problems? What should be the first thing that comes out of your mouth when problems knock at your door?
Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you. Okay.
To me, that's what I would
Yeah,
say.
good point. But why are you saying, Lord, I thank you?
Because if I was thanking him before this problem occurred. So now that I got a problem at my door, so I'm gonna thank him anyway, because this will make me more wise and more alert to try to deal with it and get it right and move on.
Right. But the scripture says he will not allow us to go through more than we can deal with, right?
Right.
So our problem will not be to the point we can't deal with it.
Right.
So you're right. That's a reason to be thankful. Number one. Number two, he goes on in that same verse and he says, I prepared a way of escape.